Why are we in the hood? Why are we in the hood? Can you explain that to me? Why are we in the ghetto? As you can tell by the title of the video, it's gonna be about my travel stories around America. Hope you're ready. Let's just get straight into it. So when it comes to travel stories, one would probably assume that this would start at the end of camp, but you would be mistaken. The first story that's travel related actually is from before camp. It was at Heathrow before we even got to camp, and it's a story about how we actually nearly didn't make it to camp. So let me take you on a little journey. So once upon a time, I went to this place called London Heathrow Airport, and everything was fine at first. We had our little group chat, everyone was sending little messages, we all planned to meet up at this Weatherspoons. So, we did. So it was a big group of people that were already there. I pulled up, and I was kind of there, I was like, yo, where's everyone? And there was a little group of us that started to emerge. So there would have been about, I think there was four of us. There's four of us that ended up congregating and then finding a place to sit. So now there's two groups. There's four of us, and then there's the rest of the people who the messages in the group chat, them lot. So we were just, having a little catch up, getting to know one another. Oh yeah, where are you from? What's your name? Everyone's life stories, whatever. Everything was great. I was starting to get to know people. I was like, wow, I'm gonna spend so much time with you guys at camp. This is gonna be really cool. So, also, sorry if you hear stuff in the background, it's probably planes, because I'm actually at an airport right now, ironically. Actually, I'm not at an airport, I'm in a hotel by an airport, but tomato, same thing. Let's say it was around 9 a.m. and let's say our flight is at 9:50. It got to around, I want to say 20 past 9, right? And I was like, and this is literally how I said it in this kind of casual way. I was like, guys, I feel like we should maybe start heading towards the airport place where the plane goes, or where the plane takes off from. We should probably start making our move. And I was like, yeah, probably. Like, yeah. And it was like, oh, does anyone need a toilet? And it was like, yeah, actually, I could use a toilet before we go. So, we start taking a gentle stroll towards the toilet. We're literally, everyone's relaxed. We're chilling. There's not one worry in my mind. We're literally walking, taking my time, still talking, getting to know one another. So cool. We go into the toilet, we come out. Now, I think I was the first one to come out of the toilet, and there was this little screen, and it had a bunch of flights on there, and I saw our flight, and I think it said boarding now, or about to close. It said something that made me go huh? It said something brazy. It's about to depart or something. It said something crazy. I was like, what? But in hindsight, this was not crazy at all, because this must have been 9:30 now. So 20 minutes before the plane is supposed to take off. That's not crazy. You're supposed to already be there. So I was like, what the hell? So as soon as they come out, the rest of the guys come out from the toilet, I'm like, guys, I think our plane's about to leave. I think we need to go. And then we were like, what the hell? We'll start panic mode, start speed walking. I was like, oh my gosh, we are done. Now, for context, this is the first time I was going on a plane by myself without going with family and stuff. So I was the one responsible to make sure I'm there, at the right time. And the weird thing is, I got to Heathrow so early. I was there for hours and hours and hours, waiting. But then as soon as it got close to the actual time, and I need to be, where I need to be, that's when I want to relax and take my time. So, learn from my mistakes. Don't do that. Get to the actual place where you need to be nice and early, and then you can relax. This also made me realize how big London Heathrow Airport is. That place is like a little city. We was walking and running for time. for time. I remember, so back to the story. So now we're rushing around, we're trying to get to our terminal, our flight place with the plane, you know what I'm saying? We start asking, oh, how do we get there? Oh yeah, just follow the sign thing. It was like, okay, cool. So we're running. We get to this little like train thing. I don't know what you want to call it. It's kind of like a train, you get on it, like an air train or whatever. So we get on it, cool, boom, takes us to where we need to go. And then we think we're there. Oh my goodness. By the time we get to kind of close to the area where our plane is, right, it's already time for the plane to go. So at let's say it's 9:50, now we're there in the area the plane is supposed to go. And we are just straight up running right now. Like we're sprinting, like trying to run as fast as I can. Got my little hand luggage here with me. And we're running. And like some of the guys start to say like, guys, now we're not going to America. We're not coming to America. We missed the plane, it's done. And I was like, guys, listen to me. We are getting on that plane. I do not care. We are getting on that plane. Imagine we're running. I can see in the distance. So it's like a bunch of numbers. We need to go to, like, let's say, terminal 40. And it's like 60, 59, 58, 57. So we're getting closer. Sprinting. I'm getting so tired now. I'm like, what the hell am I doing with my life? Like, and I was laughing to myself. I was like, you know what? My mom is gonna have a field day with me because she warned me about this exact thing. She was like,
Jesse, you are so unserious. Make sure you're serious when you're at the airport. Don't play around, don't mess around. Make sure you go where you need to go. Be early, be on da-da-da-da.
I was like, Mom, stop worrying. What you do is worry, da-da-da-da. At this point, I was worrying. I was thinking, am I gonna have to buy a new ticket? Like, what if they don't allow me? Am I gonna have to go home? What's gonna happen? I'll sign contracts. Like, panic. But I was like, the main voice in my head was like, shut up. We are making that plane. Like, we're making that flight. I don't care if I have to get there, use the force to stop the drill. We're getting there. So cool, run. And we literally getting there, yeah. And I've made it now. And I'm like, can I get on the and there was like, and then the woman that was there was like, oh, what's your name, sorry? And I said my name. I was like, oh yeah, we've been waiting for you guys. I was like, us guys? You guys, specifically us? That's crazy, first of all. But now I'm like, okay, we can make it. So I'm already there. So because I kept running. So some of the guys I was with, they're like, stop running. They're just like, we're not gonna make it. Da, da, da. So I've made it now, and it's like a big, let's say like a corridor. So I go back out, and I'm like, guys, come, run. It's still here. We can make it. Like, come. And then they're like, huh? Then they start running. They start coming. Oh my gosh, what the hell? And then obviously we'll make it onto the plane. And then afterwards, once we actually get to New York, they were like, man, Jesse, you actually came in clutch. We was ready to give up and just call it a day. If you did keep going, I feel like we would have just, left it. And I was like, no. This is the key takeaway from this message. Never give up. Because you just never know. So yeah, that happened. And I think I learned from that. So every other time I was in the airport or anything like that, there was no messing around. We just straight got to where we need to be, then chill. That was a fun little story, just to kick things off. In terms of like normal traveling, so once camp was actually over, at the start, travels were very smooth. We went to Miami, it was great. Went to like DC, Philly, everything was great. Now in Philly, that's where we have our first major story. Where things went a little bit sideways. So when I travelled after camp, I travelled with like two groups of people. So we did one group of us did a bunch of different places, and then I did another bunch of different places with another group. So in the first group, right, the last place we went was Philadelphia. And after like two days, maybe 3 days, most of the other guys left us. So there was 5 of us, and then there was only 2 of us left after that. So once these guys left, we obviously need to find a different place because we were all staying together. And now me and Tom, we don't care. Like we were both the same. So like I'm so like chill, laid back, like yeah, whatever, just stay wherever, and like who cares as long as there's a bed kind of thing. Which was not a good thing. So he'd be showing me pictures of these places, and I'm like, okay, cool. What's the price saying? Yeah, we can do that. So me, I was just looking at the price. Like, I don't care what the place looks like or where it is. You know, as long as it's a nice little bed, we can live, cool. So, you know, he shows me his place, I see the price, I'm like, yeah, we can work with this. He's like, cool, let me book it. He books it, great. Now, it's the day where we need to go there, right? So the other guys have gone. It's just me and him, you know, we're about to make our way there. I'm like, you know what? Where's this place? Like, let me check on Google Maps. Now, I see the area, and I'm like, huh, okay. This is like kind of a bit further out from the city. Sorry. But this is a bit further out from the city. Like, oh, let me just see like this area of Philly, like what's saying. Why are we in the hood? Why are we in the hood? Can you explain that to me? Why are we in the ghetto? So, I go onto Google. I start, you know, trying to research this area. And why is it saying it's mad dangerous? Crime is high. Okay. It's not funny at all. It's actually not funny. But this is the reaction I even had when I looked it up. Like, I wasn't worried. I was laughing. I was like, what the hell? This is gonna be an experience. Oh, by the way, non-refundable, obviously. Can't go anywhere else. So, cool, we end up going, you know, get an Uber to the place. Yeah, it was like a house, like a house share. So it's a house, and we have a room in the house, but there's other people in the house too. Didn't really interact with them much, but yeah. So we get there, go to our room, lock ourselves in, start contemplating our lives. We're like, wow, we're really here. And then, you know, what's the best thing you can do when you're in this kind of area? Explore the area, of course. So the 2 of us go out, start walking around. I was like, yeah, Google's right. This place looks very rough. So, you know, start walking around, looking for like a shop to, you know, just buy some food and stuff. But you know what? I tell you what, there was this shop there, and they had the best bargains I've seen anywhere I was in America. Like, that place had bargains. I was like, wow. You know what? Say what you want about this area, but this shop has goods. So yeah, I bought some stuff from that shop, you know, walked around some more. Yeah, it was basically like just a bit run down, litter everywhere, rubbish everywhere. But I mean, the people there seemed pretty chill. Obviously, like, we're not from there, so no one's really gonna have a problem with us. Like, you could tell it's a bit of a rough area, but, you know, it was still all right. And then, as we were exploring, we just stumbled across this, like, uni campus. I was like, what the hell? How is this, like, area just here, and then this campus look bare modern, like super nice campus, there's like little shops. I was like, wow, America is one special place. So start exploring, cool. And you know, we started looking around this like football pitch area. So obviously you have your main campus, then if you walk a bit further down, they had like this nice football pitch. I was like, whoa, if we could play here, that would be sick. Because obviously, you know, I've got my boots with me, you know, as you do. So then there was this guy who was like on the pitch kind of thing. There's like a fence. And we started talking to him. He was like, yo, like, what you saying? Do you guys like play games here? Like, where people can just come and play? Like, and he's like, yeah, man, we have pickup games later if y'all want to come through. I was like, yeah. I was thinking like, oh, do we pay like a door? It was like, yeah, man, just come and da-da-da. I was like, wow, this place is sick. So obviously we go back home, you know, chill for a bit, have some food, get our football boots, head down. Wow, get emotional just thinking about it. So you get there and then you start playing some football. Man, it was sick. It was so sick, man. Because obviously, you know, we're from the UK, you know, football was like, that's our thing. That's our bag. So you're there, you know, showing them what's up, scoring a couple goals, showing them a couple skills. It was great. Vibes was immaculate. Immaculate vibes. Even though, like, initially I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be scary as hell. We're going to be in the hood, which we kind of were. It was fine. Fun. Great campers. Great people. Met some, you know, had some great experiences there. I'd say the only time it was actually scary was in the night time. We went into, so obviously we played football first, went into this like food place, and it was just a bit, you know what, it was a bit random. First of all, in this food shop, there was 2 old guys, and they were just playing chess. I was like, I love that, but what the hell? But then there was also a couple guys, you know, coming in with shiesties, you know, like screwing people. I was like, let me just look down. Wow, that's a nice wall. Nice. You know, just avoid those guys. And then that was pretty much it. Went back home and then eventually left. And that was Philly done for now.